I've recently made a video about early Black Friday deals, but today I'm going to update those deals since we have new ones. It's still early, so it's not an official Black Friday deals. However, I think that if you are on a budget, you should buy right now. I don't think we are going to get better pricing than this for budget gaming PCs. And even all of the deals are really good priced, and I don't know if we will get much better deals than this. So if you're on the market and you want to buy right now, then it's totally fine because these deals are actually great. I do recommend you watching until the end of this video because I will go through every single budget. That way everyone can buy a gaming desktop. You will have all the links to these PCs down below in the video description. That being said, let's start. With the first PC, we have a huge discount on the Victus 15L. Right now it's $650, but after the coupon code that I will leave you in the video description, this PC is going to cost you around $620 without any upgrades. I do recommend you doing some upgrades by clicking on customize and buy, and if you change the RAM to 16 gigs and the storage to 500 gigs of M.2 SSD, the total price will be $790, but after the coupon code will be $750. And let me tell you that for $750 you're getting a great starting gaming PC with the GTX 1660 Super and the i5 12400 alongside 16 gigs of RAM and 500 gigs of SSD. I highly recommend you doing this upgrade for a better performance in gaming and more storage overall. However, if you don't have the budget to do it right now, don't worry about it. These are upgrades that you can make down the line when you have more money. So if your budget is around $620 all the way up to $750, I think that this is a PC for you. And I've tested one Victus 15L myself and the gaming performance was pretty good, so I can tell you that if you're on a budget, this one will be your best option, hands down. Now, for $770, you can get the CyberPower Extreme VR gaming desktop from Amazon. This one has the i5 11400F, the RTX 3050, which is basically the GTX 1660 Super with DLSS and ray tracing. However, if you're looking for ray tracing, the 3050 won't be enough, but then you get 8 gigs of RAM and 500 gigs of SSD. Once again, I do recommend you upgrading the RAM, especially on this system, because you get one stick of 8 gigs, which will hurt your performance. On the Victus 15L, if you don't do any upgrade, you get 2 sticks of 4 gigs, which is a much better improvement over just one stick. So if you get this PC, please upgrade the RAM as soon as possible. And the only reason I would buy this one instead of the last one, it's if you want to make a bunch of upgrades inside of this gaming system. But if you just want to plug and play, then the Victus 15L is actually a much better choice and you will get better performance for less price. So keep that in mind. Unless you want to make a bunch of upgrades, the last one will be a better early Black Friday deal. With the next one, we have the HP Pavilion gaming desktop. Once again, I've tested one of these myself, not this exact same model, but I tested one that is actually much worse in terms of specifications and it performed pretty good. I will leave the video of the benchmarks in the top right of the screen for you to see how a GTX 1650 Super performs at 1080p with this PC. But let me tell you, if you get this one, you will get much better performance than the one that I've tested because you get the RTX 3060, 16 gigs of RAM, a terabyte of hard drive alongside 500 gigs of SSD, and a Ryzen 7 5700G. Guys, this is a great gaming PC, not only for 1080p, but you can also start doing some 1440p depending on the games that you play. And for $900, this is a no-brainer. It was $1,300, so you save $400 with this deal. And after the coupon code, once again, you can use it on this PC as well. The total price will be around $855. And to be honest with you, a 3060, a Ryzen 7 processor, and you don't have to upgrade anything. For $855, it's a great deal. You can literally play any video game at 1080p 60 plus FPS on average, no matter the setting and the game. And if you want to play esports titles, you will be able to achieve 240 FPS on average in games like CSGO, Valorant, and Fortnite. So if you're looking to plug and play and a high refresh rate monitor, this one will be the one for you. And I think that out of all of the deals of this video, this one is going to be the best one. With the next one, we have the Skytech Chronos from their website. This one is $1,300 right now. It used to be $1,500, so you save $200 and you get the i7 11700F, which is going to perform similar to the Ryzen 5 5600X when it comes to gaming. Then you get a 240 all-in-one liquid cooler, so a much better cooling solution than any of the gaming PCs that I mentioned on this video. You also get a front mesh panel, so great airflow out of this PC, and the most important component here, you get the RTX 3070. Now this PC is for 1440p, so if you have a 1080p monitor and you don't want to upgrade it anytime soon, then go with a cheaper PC and save yourself money. But if you have a 1440p monitor or you're going to buy one, I think that this one is the sweet spot. Trust me, I've tried to search a gaming desktop at this price point with a 3070 as well that was good quality, and I couldn't find one. So this one, really good quality, good components, and you get great customer support. That's something to keep in mind. So for 1440p gaming, I think this one is going to be the best that you can get on the market, once again in terms of price to performance. Now for $1,240 you can get the 25L with a 3070. I know that the price says $1,380, but after a 10% coupon code, which is a better coupon code than the last ones, the total price will be around $1,240. And you get the 3070, you get a better processor, the i7-12700, so if you're a content creator, this will be a huge upgrade over the 11700 from the Chronos one. You also get 16 gigs of RAM, a terabyte of hard drive, and 500 gigs of SSD. That being said, it's a great PC, but it's not as upgradable as the Chronos one. So, like I said with the Pavilion and the Big 2s, if you want to plug and play, then yes, go with the Omen 25L, you will save money and you will get the same exact gaming performance. However, the cooling solution for the 25L is not as good as the Chronos one, so if you want a better cooling solution and you want a gaming system that's more upgradable over time, then go with the Chronos one. If you want the best video editing, all-around performance, plug and play PC, get the 25L. With the next one, we have another Chronos. This one is a high-end system for $1,800, so it's more on the expensive side, but you get much better components, and let me explain. Here you get the AMD Ryzen 7 7700X, the latest of the lineup, alongside a 360 all-in-one liquid cooler. So once again, just like every Chronos, the cooling solution and the airflow is absolutely great. You also get the same customer support, so really good there. But the main difference here is that you get the RTX 3080 alongside 32 gigs of DDR5 RAM, and for that reason, this one is one of my favorite PCs at $1,800. It used to be $2,000, so you save $200 and you get a 3080 and a Ryzen 7 7700X, great for 4K gaming or 1440p high refresh rate. So if you're looking for those type of monitors and you're also looking for 32 gigs of RAM of DDR5 on a Prebuilt system, look no longer than this one. And if you want an alternative from this Chronos one, we have the Omen 45L. This one is more expensive, it's $225 after the coupon code, and you get the i7-12700 and the RTX 3080 alongside 16 gigs of RAM, 1 terabyte of hard drive, and 500 gigs of SSD. It's going to be a bit worse when it comes to gaming than the Chronos one, but honestly, if you have a 1440p or a 4K monitor, you are not going to notice a single difference for gaming, so that is not an issue. The only reason I put it here is because I've tested this PC myself. Once again, you will have the benchmarks in the top right of the screen, and I can tell you that it's good quality and it's going to perform great. Where on the Chronos one, I haven't tested that PC myself. I know the components that it has, I know how good quality it is, but I haven't tested that PC, so I can speak by experience when I tell you that this Omen 45L, it's a great gaming PC, and the cooling solution is really good as well. Temperatures were great while gaming at 1440p, and yes, it's more expensive, you get less RAM, the gaming performance is basically the same, but I can assure you that this PC is a great system one. However, you will have my review and the benchmarks in the top right of the screen. And with the last one and the most expensive one on this video, it's going to be the Thermaltake LCGS gaming desktop from Amazon. This one is not on sale, but it is the cheapest that I could find for a 4090 gaming system. If you want the best of the best for gaming, then this one is going to be for you. Now, I usually say that the 4090 is not necessary for anyone basically for gaming, but if you're one of those guys that wants the best of the best and you have the budget to do it, then why not? You get the i9-13900KF, 32 gigs of DDR5 RAM, and the RTX 4090 alongside a terabyte of Gen 4 SSD. Great cooling solution, great airflow. Once again, everything here is high end, and the total price is $3,800. It's really expensive, but like I said before, if you're one of those people that wants the best of the best, then I think that this one will be your best option. And I have other PCs that are more expensive and maybe have some better features, such as the i9-13900K non-F version, which is really important if you're a video editor, but those are much more expensive. I don't see why you should spend that amount of money. I don't think it's worth the price difference. However, I will leave those down below in the video description as well if you have more money and if you want to spend it all on a gaming system. And if you have value out of this video, leave a like and subscribe, but most importantly, hit that bell button so you get notified when the official Black Friday deals arrive. However, like I said before, on a budget, I think that these deals are the best ones and we are not going to get much better deals than this. So if you have a budget of around $1,000 and below, I would recommend you buying now. And for high-end budgets like $1,800, $2,000, I do recommend you buying now as well, since I don't think we are going to get much better deals. But if you're on the mid-range, maybe you can wait a bit longer, because I do think that we are going to get a price reduction for those deals. However, the Kronos one that I mentioned with the 3070, it's a great deal, and if you buy it now, you will have a great gaming experience whatsoever. So feel free to buy any of these PCs right now. Thank you guys for watching, thank you for the support, and I will see you on the next one.